Hi ninjas, how are you doing? It's a girl, Owamie, and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time joining, you're most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that I subscribed and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you. This video is not easy for me. I recorded and I was just so emotional. I cut it and I think I'm gonna just tell you guys that unfortunately a good friend of mine, Gogo Manzini, has unfortunately passed away. And with the other video, like I tried to like paint like the friendship that she and I had, but it is just too hard. It is very emotional. I'm just very emotional, and I don't know, like I just, yeah. Oh, child. Okay. So I thought that with this video I'm gonna be very strong. I'm not gonna be crying because I've been crying since. But yeah, it's not easy. It really just is not easy. I know that a lot of my ninjas, like, you guys did watch the videos that I would make with Gogo Manzini, but in all honesty, Manzini and I's friendship, or rather sisterhood, extended way further than even I had thought. As you guys know, we did do a video and we were telling everyone that, guys, we're taking a break. We're not gonna be working together or doing videos now because she had just really gotten too busy, but she did say that I'm gonna come back and everything, and we were fine. And that's when I started shooting with Dr. Hote. But right after she and I stopped shooting together, I feel like that's when our friendship literally took another step, because now we had no reason to continue talking, because we're not working together anymore. But because of, like, we were that close, like our friendship had grown, we actually found ourselves even talking more than we did the time that we used to shoot. Like, we would call each other, we would send each other messages. Like, it was, we would check up on each other. Like, as I'm saying, like, we grew even closer, so it is unfortunate that she passed away last week Thursday. Today is Monday as I'm shooting this, and I have seen some questions. Why is Owamie not reported? Why is Owamie not spoken about this? Blah 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 blah. I mean, I am someone that have been I have really honestly, like, tried my best to say I'm not gonna let anything get to me. But I think right now everything's just a bit more sensitive because I am grieving. I am going through a lot. I lost a really good friend of mine. But who on earth on their right mind, or in their right mind, would lose a loved one, someone so close to them, and the first instinct they have is, oh, I better make a video about this? And I'm not saying that people that do that, like, there's something wrong with them. No, because we react to situations different ways. And I think I've told you guys this, that I am someone that will usually do a video after. I'm not someone that I try, I wish I could be, because I would have vlogged and you guys would have gone to see everything real time. But I really am just, I'm not in that there yet, I'm just not there yet. But anyway, I want to go ahead and just tell you guys what happened, and I'm gonna only share what I feel the family would also be comfortable with me sharing. But I'll tell you guys what happened from my side. So I would say, let me just start off by talking about, like, right after my equipment got stolen, Manzini was like that friend that will always pull through for you. always. And I will not even lie to you guys, like I don't remember her ever like coming to me and saying, Chomi, I need help with this and that and that. The only thing that would be there would be maybe she's like, Chomi, we need to film, there's this, I need to talk about this, and that would be the only thing that would do, or maybe the help that she would need. But other than that, nothing. But for me, she was always that friend that sometimes I wouldn't even tell her about my issues, because I think for most of us, if like I'm like, yo, I'm stressing a bit, I need to buy lights, I need to buy lights, I need to get this money, blah blah blah, or oh, I'm getting paid next week, I cannot wait, I'm gonna buy this. Like, I'll give you guys like an example with like my lights. When I bought my studio lights, we had been shooting with the studio, and I was telling her that I'm getting paid this coming week and I cannot wait because I'm gonna go buy the lights. And I remember her just asking, how much are they? I'm like, yo, they're on special, they're going for 16,000 rands. And I'm so excited because I budgeted for it. When I get paid, imali zohlangana, and then I'll be able to go and buy it. This is the time that I was now buying like studio equipment. Everything is so expensive. And I remember with her, she just said, oh yeah, I know it's gonna definitely work through everything. Yo, I'm so happy for you, Ngithi sharp. We filmed, we were using my ring light, we filmed, we finished, and when she left, I remember I just saw 16,000 rands in my account. And she said, I'm gonna go buy those lights, And I think for me, it's that thing where I have never had like a friend that fully supported me, like even behind the scenes, to that level. I never really honestly did. And it wasn't even about the money, because I won't lie and say, oh, she was someone that gave me a lot of money or stuff like that, because I'm also not someone that am used to asking. But I feel like even if I had, she would have, that's one thing. But I think for me, it was that thing where she genuinely cared so much about me and my growth. I remember she would tell me like, friend, I'm going to this awards, I have got extra tickets, you have to come because I know this aligns with your work. I've got this one, I'm going on that one, I'm going on that one. A lot of the awards and the events that she went to, she tried to invite me. I'm just someone that I don't know, like I am awkward, around certain spaces. I prefer to just sit home. And I will attend, like, the social media events, the YouTube, the Meta, the TikTok. I will attend those because I just feel like they fully align. But as someone that does entertainment and a lot of brands think you are not safe, for me, I'm like, even if my face is out there, I don't just see it benefiting me that much. And looking at how much you need to spend for those stuff, I really don't care about the fame. I care mostly about just the work that I do, where else my friend was just a flamboyant, a larger than life personality. If she can be in front of the camera any moment, like, she will take it. And I loved it for her because she did get what she really used to talk about when we were still just starting off, and so that's the type of friend that I had. She was someone that would try to pull you in with everything. So when my equipment got stolen, I remember I called her and I was like, yo, Mngani, I don't even know what to do. And she was like, how bad is it? I told her. She was like, I'm going to Tanzania, when I come back we'll talk. I said, okay, that's fine. Everything was there. I did buy everything, and I was left with like a camera roadcaster and an extra lens. And when she came back, we sat down, we spoke. I will not lie to you guys, like, she helped me a lot, like a lot, and she was not only just concerned about the financial aspect of it, but she was also concerned about my emotional, where I was mentally. So this past, I would say, almost 3 weeks, she was like extremely there for me, like mentally as well. She was just she was just there, she was calling extra, she was sending messages extra. I remember on Sunday, she called me this past Sunday, and she was like, what are you doing? And I was like, well, I'm going to go, because I was going to buy the adapter, and she was like, I'm gonna, I'm sure that you're going through a lot and whatnot and whatnot. Let me send you lunch, man. Go have lunch, like police or stuff like that. And after, like, at later at night, she sends me this message.
Mina, I love you, Kamambela. Kamambela. That's why you opened your hands for me. Deeply, I will never ever forget you in my whole life.
Now, she sent me this message, I think, like Monday or Tuesday, and like, my response to her was just, I love you, Chomi, I love you, but I don't know, I just feel like I would have probably said more if I knew that, because for me, it was just that thing where I was just like, how, I mean, we tell each other, I love you, sharp, but this was the first time that, like, she was like saying something like this, I didn't know that she felt grateful that I accepted her, like, and for me it was like, why wouldn't I accept you? Like, you literally, like, was or are one of my closest friends, so Wednesday we didn't talk, Thursday we did not talk. So basically what happened was, I went to work on Thursday morning. It was just a very strange day, now looking back, like, sort of like things were weird. So in the morning I go to work. When I go to work, somehow at the building where I'm working at, they start drilling. This is during the time that I'm shooting, and I don't know why, but I had so much rage. Like, it was more than anger. I was very angered. I remember swearing at the owner of the building. I was swearing at the manager. I was swearing at everybody. Like, and that's not me on a normal day. And I remember the caretaker, he was so shocked, because that's not how I react, like, usually, but then, they immediately stopped. I continue with my shoot, and then after that, my designer comes in. She has got an outfit for me, because, mind you, this is Thursday. Friday, it's my sister's graduation, so she's coming with my outfit that I'm supposed to wear on Friday. And for the first time ever since I've been working with FS, the outfit does not fit. Like, this is for the first time. We've worked together since 2022. I will receive my outfit today, going to whatever event tomorrow, and everything will be fit. But this time it does not. Like, it fitted, it got in, it zipped, but it was like very tight, and it was short, so I couldn't really wear it. But in my mind, I was like, you know what, it's my sister's graduation anyway, it's not my day, it's not about me, so I would just wear any outfit that is in my wardrobe. I really didn't take it somehow, but I remember just saying to her, oh my gosh, for the first time ever, an outfit did not fit, and she did go on, because she was also so shocked. She checked, but it seems like the tailor made a mistake. He used, the measurements were a bit smaller than the actual measurements. So, okay, that was fine. We worked till late, and then after that, I got home. There was somehow a shootout with the police and thugs on Thursday. I don't know if they said it's by Rivonia, so the N1 was closed. The traffic was extra heavy, and I remember being stuck in traffic. I needed to get home so that I can wash the wigs, because I didn't have time to wash them the day before, so that I can wash the wigs that my sister and I are gonna have to wear for her graduation. And then I had actually gotten my sister to go to my nail tech, one of my nail techs that, she's very good. So my sister gets there. When I get home, my sister is calling me to say the lady, my nail tech, she basically said that she can't finish her nails. My sister should either come tomorrow early morning. And I'm like, early morning? Like morning you have got hair and makeup to do. Obviously that's not gonna work. If she was unable to do it, why didn't she tell you? She's like, no, they're getting me another person to do my nails, guys. I was so pissed. And I remember just driving to the salon because I wanted to see the nail tech. Like, girl, I brought you a customer and this is how you do us. When I get there, she had already left. Sharp. I drive back home. The moment I get back home, at that point, like, I soak the wigs, I wash them. Now, I am drying them, right? So as I'm drying them, my sister calls me. She's like, the nail tech is back. She's so drunk. She's fighting the woman that is doing my sister's nails. So the woman that is doing my sister's nails is now saying that, yeah, now she's gonna stop. She's not gonna do it because she doesn't want fights. At this point, I'm so pissed. Like, girl, you are drunk. You didn't finish my sister's nails. You are now here disrupting the fact that the lady that is trying to help my sister so that at least she can get nails for graduation. I drive back, guys. When I get there, this girl is so drunk. We start shouting, yelling. I was so pissed, guys. Like, I even said things that even now I regret, but I was so pissed. Like, I was just in disbelief. I was just in such disbelief. We had to end up actually locking my sister in that salon with that woman so that my nail tech cannot disturb them. And then that's when I basically got back home. When I got back home, I had just been taking off like my jacket and everything. And I go to Instagram. For some reason, I don't know. I go to Instagram and then I go to like messages that I knew that you've never chat with someone, and the person had just said, hey Owamie, have you heard about Gogo Manzini? And in my response, I was even like, I put out a shocked emoji, and I even commented again with a laughing emoji, because in my mind I'm like, I wonder what scandal she's in now, because my friend was really just larger than life, so the person responds and says she's no more, immediately. Like, in all honesty, I was like, social media people have started, I immediately call Manzini's phone. And when I call Manzini's phone, her husband picks up. Now, this was for the first time ever that I'd been friends with Manzini for almost 2 years, that I call her phone and her husband picks up. Usually, if you're calling her phone and she's not, coming to the phone, it will ring and then she'll call you back, or maybe she will tell you I'll call you back or something, So when the husband picked up, I literally just remember my heart beating so fast. And I just immediately said, hi, where's Manzini? And he said, she's sleeping. I said, oh my gosh, thank God, someone just sent me a DM saying that she passed away. Please tell her when she wakes up to call me, And that's when he just started to say, like, who told you, Owamie? Because I've only told family at this point. I've not told friends. I'm sitting here with my wife's body, like she's been passed for a couple of hours. And I remember just throwing my phone on the bed. And I picked it back up and I asked him, where are you? Because in my mind I was like, are they in their house? Because I wanted to drive there. I was like, no, we're not. They were in another area where they bought a property there, and I didn't know that address. So I'd heard him saying that, I'm with my wife's body. So So I was like, I want to see her. Like literally when I left here, I was like, I want to see. I was like, please send me the address. He said, okay. He sent me the address. I immediately got in my car. I drove. It was a bit of a distance, like 40 something minutes. I don't even remember how quick I got there, but by the time I got there, she had already been taken by the undertakers of the forensic, because she had been there for a while, so when I got there, I found her mother-in-law, was her husband's mom, and she was visibly devastated. They started like just telling me what happened, because remember, like with different events and stuff, I have met her family-in-law because they were extremely close, so they know me, and obviously her husband. So they started telling me like what happened, and I was just in disbelief, and I was also so devastated that they'd already taken her, so I won't be able to see her, because I really just wanted to see her. And I remember, as we were talking and everything, her husband was busy making calls, like, the undertaker that's supposed to lay her to rest. They were calling because they were supposed to go to the forensic morgue to take her, so that they will take her to their mortuary. And I remember just saying to her husband, can I please see her, and he said, yeah, sure, Owamie, sure, we can go. And getting there also, like, her daughter, it was just so heartbreaking to see her daughter. She knows me, obviously, we would always make fun to call me her second mommy, because there was a day that I went to their house, and she had her cousins there. They are almost the same age, and when I got there, I was obviously hugging them and everything, and she introduced me to her friend as, this is my second mommy. So me and Manzini always made fun of that. I'm like, I'm your second mommy, and she Ura, she kept on saying, my mommy is sick, and she's showing the things that had been happening the time that everyone was panicked, just trying to save her life. And it was really heartbreaking, to see that. And she kept on saying, my mommy said the hospital, she'll come back. And as a child, you can't even tell the child that she's not coming back and stuff like that. So we left, and we went to Springs. I think at this point it was maybe around past 10, almost to past 11. I think it was past 11. We went to Springs, to the morgue in forensic. And when we got there, we waited a while, because it seems like the undertaker that was supposed to come take her, they got lost a bit. So we waited almost an hour. And when they got there, that's when we went in. When we went in, they rolled a body out, and she was in a tray and a plastic bag, and they zipped the bag, and I saw her, and I just they wanted us to confirm that it's the right person that we're gonna be taking. So there it was, me, her husband, I think his father, if I'm not mistaken, I think yes, and his sister. And after that, the undertakers that are gonna be holding the service, they got her in their hash, and I just remember saying to her husband, thank you, because I know some people who, the moment their loved one passes, they basically, it's like, even if you were a friend, you are nothing. It's like you don't have the right to grieve, or I don't know, like maybe like even asking to see her would have been too invasive. But I really appreciated the fact that he did. He was, as much as like he's so broken and he's going through so much, he also acknowledged that she was my friend, and the whole family, they've just been like the amazing people, I won't lie. So for that, I would really just be so thankful. And the reason why I wanted to see her was really because I couldn't grasp, like I couldn't grasp. I don't want to lie, I just couldn't grasp that. What do we mean? Like, Manzini is so larger than life, like her dead, like what? And when everything got explained, it honestly was just something that was really shocking for me, honestly, like very. But that's basically what happened. I came home around past 2 a.m. and that same Friday, mind you, it's my sister's graduation. Manzini was also close to my sister, I mean, she was really an amazing person, so I felt, I knew about this. I'm going through a tough time. I didn't want my sister to also go through a tough time. I just didn't want to ruin her graduation, because remember, it was that Friday. If you guys know the story of how hard it was for my sister to go to school, how much we've gone through, the court cases, everything, she really went through a lot, and I really wanted her to have this day, so I basically spoke to my friend, to say, listen, this is what's happening, but please don't tell her, because she had to be the one. When we left, she has got the keys to my place, so she had to come fetch the wig and do this and do that, and I couldn't have her do that without any explanation of what's going on, so she was like, Valerie is the best ever. She made sure that she kept it a secret. She made sure that she's helping with my sister. She stepped in completely. So thank you, friend. We did go to her graduation. I just remember waking up and my eyes were so swollen. Like, everything was just so slow, like I don't even know how to explain it. We got to the graduation late, but thank God they were like 4 hours late or something, so we were able to make it for the time that she got called up. Her partner was there, so I was like, but thank God that we made it for the time that she got called. We were able to celebrate, we were able to take pictures. And I remember at one point she looked at me, she was like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine, And I remember at that point, that's when I had to pick myself up even more, like raise my spirit, so that, I didn't want her to think of this day and have like sorrow moments at that time. So I literally had to be a big sister, like, honestly, because it was really tough for me. After, that's when I told her, when we went to lunch, and then yeah, that's when I started posting. I was very shocked that I had some people swearing at me, like you got paid. I can't believe you got paid for this. You can't believe. There were people that were like, yeah, you got paid. I can't believe you would do this and that. Some people were literally swearing at me. Why are you lying? Claiming that Gogo Manzini is dead when we know that she's not. At this point, this is Friday. I'm just confused what is going on, you know. I did later find out what is going on, and I'm not gonna mix it with this video because this video was just for me to tell you guys what happened. And the reason why I said the statement that I said, to say if I didn't see you with my own two eyes I wouldn't believe it, it was because for me, my friend was just so full of life that if I didn't see her, I probably now would be sitting and thinking it must be a prank or it must be a joke or something. But I am 34 years old. In less than a month I'll be turning 35. I've worked in a hospital for years. I've seen many people that are dead. I know a sleeping person and I know a deceased person. And what I saw at the morgue, when she got pushed out from the fridge at the forensic, and what I saw was my friend's body. So that's that, you know. That is that. I just want to say me, thank you for loving me and always being there for me. Thank you for being an amazing person to me and my family always. May your beautiful soul rest in peace. I'm definitely devastated, you know. And I know I'm not the only one. Her loved ones really are, you know, and I know there's a lot of talks around her passing, but I just want to tell you guys that yeah, I did see her, and I do not know why I insisted on seeing her, because again we drove all the way to Springs. It's far, but I really just wanted to see her and I had no other reason. But I'm glad I did, because we are gonna talk about what is being spoken when it comes to Manzini investment, but that will be in a different video. For now, I just wanted to say you know, RIP. May your soul rest in peace. And yeah, she has passed away. It is true. But anyway, I love you, ninjas. Stay blessed, and I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye.